But obviously, you know, this is your 7th time playing this character, so you've now tied Roger Moore in terms of the most appearances in the Bond series.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
Oh.
So congratulations on that,
Thank you.
by the way. So at this point, you have to know the character so well. Whenever you get the script, do you ever read stuff and go, no, she wouldn't do that, or oh, I don't know if she would say that?
No, because, you know, you make up, however little, you know, if you have one scene behind a desk, then you've made a backstory for that person so that you know about her marriage and about her children and about the house she lives in and everything. The only time I've ever been surprised was when I was in a bathroom in my bathroom in Casino, and the bath was in the middle of the room. I thought, gracious, much too late to say anything about it. And I thought, oh, that I hadn't fed into this subconscious life of M. But then you know, because it evolves, I mean, I don't know whether because it's evolved over the years, the script writers have taken what's evolved and mixed it up with them, and then subsequently something quite organic comes out of it. But lots of new things to learn in this film, which
Of course,
is
yeah.
exciting.
And speaking of backstory and new things to learn, we learn a lot about your backstory a little bit. And as someone, like I said, who you spent so much time with this character, do you kind of have ideas of maybe who she was before Bond ever came into the picture? Even though we may not ever know the story on camera, do you have you fleshed out her life?
Only very slightly. Mm-hmm. Only very, very slightly. It'll never come up, but I had to do that for the first one.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. That's interesting. You have a great line that really stuck with me for some reason, which is regret is unprofessional, which I just thought was a great line. Does that carry over into this business at all?
Well, to a certain extent, yes, because there's no point in. I mean, you can have regrets that you didn't do something afterwards, but in actual fact, once it's done, a part, and if you have regrets about it, it's too late anyway. So perhaps it's a waste of time, regret.
Is it hard to learn to not regret stuff, just to kind of let it go, or is it just something you have to remind yourself?
I think sometimes it is, yes. And I think there's some big mistakes you might make that you suddenly think, I wish I hadn't done that, and you may dwell on that for a bit. But I think it's a waste of time in a way, regret, because it's past.
I'm sure. See, I'm still trying to learn that. So still working on that myself. You're one of the few actresses who's been able to work with 2 different Bonds. A lot of people kind of stick to one Bond or another. What's the biggest difference between working with Pierce and Daniel?
The biggest difference is that they're both very different kinds of actors. But the wonderful thing is that both of them are slightly kind of self-deprecating, and both of them have great senses of humour. And it's essential with James Bond, that. Essential. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know how you... the responsibility of playing James Bond, I mean, what it does to your character, to you as a person, I suppose you are always known as the person who played James Bond. Always. Mm-hmm. Whatever you do. And both Pierce and Daniel have both done lots and lots of other films, but ultimately, I expect they will be known as James Bond.
They're giving the rap. I could talk to you all day. It's always such a pleasure to sit across from you. Thank you so much for your time, and congratulations.
Thank you, and I'm glad you liked
this.
it so much.
Loved it.
I'm really pleased.
Thank you so much.